How are you doing, sir? Welcome to the
Well,
Netbox Global Community Show on D Live. This very, very special interview with John McAfee. I can't believe it's you, sir.
sometimes I can't either, but I think it's apparently true.
It is. You do look like the pictures, so for sure. I'm glad you've got a beer there. Let's just have a quick cheers. Cheers, John.
This is not
Cheers.
a beer. This
Okay.
is a half a glass. This is a half a glass of Irish whiskey, a tablespoon of honey, and one squeeze lemon.
Fantastic. Oh, a little bit of a. Is that to help with the corona?
No, no. This is what I drink constantly.
Okay. Okay. Well, we set up this interview about two months ago, and at the time, I was really interested in talking about decentralized systems, including government, streaming services like DLive, which we're on right now. Um, have you been on DLive before, John?
I regret to say that I have not.
Okay.
But if you look at the circumstances of my life, we just got out of jail 7 months ago, and we've been in hiding and people hunting us. We haven't had a lot of spare time, but it's on my agenda and it's in my priority box.
Okay, well that's fantastic. I've just because you're actually on the show, I've put $1 in the chest there for all the viewers that are watching today. And at the end of the show, we'll open up the chest and share whatever donations or whatever comes in during the show. We'll share to the community because we really do believe in the attention economy here on D Live.
Oh,
Um,
wonderful.
And of course, everything that I'm doing here is being done on Netbox browser, which is another decentralized product. And I'm really keen on decentralized products. And I was going to ask,
Let me ask first. Are we on audio and visual, or simply just audio?
sorry, you are coming through loud and clear on video and audio. Um,
You are not coming through at all on video.
Okay, sorry, John. I'm an ugly so and so, but I think there may be a problem with OBS sharing the camera. But
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't
thank
worry
you,
about it. It's okay. I'll imagine that you're a beautiful 26-year-old supermodel
thank you very much, John.
of the female variety.
Oh, wonderful! I'll try and live up to that. Okay, so I've been watching you on Twitter. I was going to start with government, but I've been watching you on Twitter today because you're not in the States at the moment, are you?
No, no, I'm not.
Are you having fun?
Well, as much as I can, being on the run and in hiding. I can't be in the States ever again.
Okay.
Um, we just got out of jail, like I said, 7.5 months ago, um, and have been underground ever since. So, no, I can't go back to the U.S. And, having fun. Yeah, we are actually having a blast. I mean, considering our situation in life.
Sure.
Um, right now, as I've revealed, we came to visit friends in Spain. That was stupid, I think, but nevertheless, we were here 3 days, and then they instituted martial law, so we can't leave. You can't leave the house without a valid reason. The reasons
Yeah.
are only I'm going to the hospital, to a doctor, or to buy food. End the fucking story. Oh, or
Wow.
to work. See, that's nonsense because there's no place to work.
Wow.
Stores, you can't sell anything. Restaurants can't. No stores can be open selling anything at
It's
all.
just shut down
Nothing.
completely, yeah?
So this thing about, well, you can still go to work, but who's going to work for what? Nobody.
Mm,
so so it's a crazy, crazy world.
it
But
is.
anyway, so I'm enjoying this because, listen, what's happening here? What is going to happen? everywhere within a few months or a year at the
I
most.
think so, yeah.
So I want to be in the heart of this action so that I can understand its mechanics and thank God it happened in Spain first and not in the US.
Sure. And you do such a great job out
How
there.
terrible, how terrible would that have been? Oh yeah, listen, I'm documenting everything now.
Mm.
Everything. I put out 3 videos today. Spooky stuff. McDonald's closed, everything closed. One of the largest malls in Spain, one of the largest underground garages. Nothing, no people, no cars, but the music's playing. The music is playing, and the lights are on, and the gates work for driving in and out. No people.
Spooky.
Oh, it was so spooky, man. I've never seen. Well, I published it on my Twitter. It was so spooky. Um, it doesn't sound. Oh, what a vacant garage. Well, listen, you stand there in a place where everything's functional, but there's no person at any booth where they're supposed to be. There's
Sure.
no car anywhere. Huge, huge. You know, 500 cars in the one floor alone, and nothing.
Yeah, it's
That was
strange. It's strange because here in Thailand things are as normal. You go out and
Thailand. Thailand is always normal.
it's strange, isn't it? But yeah,
Well, it's true.
we're we've had what a number of coups and military governments over the years, but things just seem to roll on as normal and seem people seem to get on with it. I'll start with my first question because I've got a path that I want to lead us down today, but I know that you're very excited about decentralized government. And my first question is, when you think about decentralized government, do you imagine a government actually on the blockchain where everything is done transparently, or do you mean more that a government is just so small that it just resembles like the node or master node of a blockchain network?
No, I mean that from one aspect only, and that's the aspect of money, the flow of money from the pockets of the people
Mm,
to
mm,
everything else. That above all should be transparent.
mm.
Then, and on the blockchain, then if we see $1 trillion going somewhere and people going, what? What the hell is that?
Mm.
Well, then we ask the question because it's our money. And then, if we don't like it, we, the people, through a common vote, can just reverse it because it's all.
Yeah.
We go, no, I'm sorry. You thought you got that money? No, you did not, because it's a piece of money that has two functions. There's a public part, meaning that once that money is taken by the government, it becomes open and observable and
Mm,
transparent.
mm,
Once it goes back into the citizens' hands, it becomes private, dark, and unobservable, which is the way it ought to be,
mm.
right?
Sure,
The
sure.
government's looking at our money. We should be looking at its because it took it from us.
Absolutely. We're paying them, aren't we? We're
Yes,
pay
we are. God. And we're
s-
paying for their corruption and their yachts and private airplanes and whores and dancers and strippers and mansions on the beach.
I think you're
Yes.
right. I think you're right there, John. Um, but one of the questions from the community, do you how can then the government allow crypto? Won't they lose control of something if we take back money?
Yes. Well, yeah, they won't allow it. I mean, I'm not saying, well, there are two things they will do. They will create their own crypto,
Right.
which is not the crypto that we want. It's
Mm,
going to be the crypto that reports to the government every single penny that moves through our hands. No, no, you don't want that. No, but it will ban things like privacy coins, like Monero. But do you care? It banned marijuana in America for 75 fucking years.
Mm,
Uh, I was alive for 60 of them, and it didn't stop me from smoking, nor did it stop anybody. Because if it is a law which is unjust, and
mm,
if in fact it cannot be enforced, I mean, how do you enforce not smoking marijuana without busting into every home in America? And we're not going to like that.
yeah,
How on
yeah.
earth can you possibly enforce not using privacy coins?
Sure.
I mean, with marijuana, they could take some sniffing dogs and just walk down the street, and the dog is going to sniff out the fact that you smoked last week. Right? Well, the dog can't sniff out cryptocurrencies. Can't be seen if it's a privacy coin. Can't be recorded if you use a distributed exchange.
Sure.
People got it all here. Just don't panic.
Sure. Sure.
Don't panic.
And there's a lot of us anyway who want to use these. Sorry, I thought you'd
Go
stop
ahead.
there. There's lots of us here that want to use our crypto and still want to pay our taxes. You know, still want to pay for services if services are being provided for sure. Um, do you, but that's interesting. So you've answered my question. The idea of decentralized government comes down to this ownership of money and this transparency that we can see everything, that it's out in the public. And I kind of get where you're coming from, and it leads me on to my second question, because we're on D Live, which is basically Twitch on the blockchain. So we're just streaming, and we are the media. Um, and I have to say well done to you for being out there because you are part of the independent media. Um, how how do we make the most of this opportunity as influencers and media people? If sorry, I've lost track of my question.
But that's all right.
Yeah,
Let me just answer any old question.
yeah.
Media. That word came up a lot in the question. Um, there are two medias today.
Yeah.
There is the mainstream media, which is controlled by the giants of this world. Giants in terms of power, money, and influence. And if you doubt that, look at the very beginning of media and William Randolph Hearst's day, the richest man on earth, for a while until the media figured out we need to be distributed, not decentralized necessarily, to the point that it doesn't look like we're ruling the world, but they still are.
Mm,
So now these media giants have an agenda. They have things that are vulnerable to governmental control. Government can shut them down, maybe. But then media also has the power to make government look foolish. So, yeah, it's one of these catch as catch can relationships. Now,
yeah.
I don't play that game anymore, although I did that for most of my life. That's all we had. Today, we've got podcasts and influencers, we have social media, we have access to things which, in some cases, allow us to get a broader or deeper or from a different perspective understanding of reality, the truth of what's
Mm,
actually happening. On the negative, to do that, you've got to wade through a barrel of nonsense, fake news, and
sure.
shit and garbage. And so it's the Wild West. If you want to exist out here in the Wild West, you better buy yourself a fucking gun, number one, okay? And you better be prepared to defend yourself and
Yeah.
not to be a fool. That's the biggest thing.
Mm. So do you see influencers as being part of this new media movement? Do you think that we can challenge the big boys with the
Only
truth?
if we only if we speak a common language,
Mm.
and only if we understand the same understanding, which is where the problem starts, right?
Yeah, of course.
There are so many who have been brainwashed by their parents and schools and authorities, whether it's the police or the courts, the IRS, by friends, lovers, by their bosses and jobs, and if they have been brainwashed enough, it becomes impossible to see a reality through any other glasses. Um, but there are also many who do understand, and it's us people who really see what the fuck is going down
Yeah,
that we need to get together. I mean, together and with one common mind, try to address the insanity that our world governments have become.
sure. They are crazy, I must admit. They drive me nuts every day, and I think they drive everyone nuts. We can't actually believe that we're in this mess that we're in, and we why can't we just speak that common language? Why can't we come together and make it happen, John? I don't understand, you know.
Well, we're afraid of each other, and therefore we mistrust each other.
Mm,
And we come to the table with different aims and different understandings. Some come with an understanding of life based on God, a unitary God, a set of principles for living, books that describe what life should be. Others come to the table without that knowledge, or if you want to call it baggage, who cares, one or the other.
mm,
Um, we have a totally different perspective, a different set of experiences because we have not been bound by that book or any book, nor by any set of principles other than those that our hearts and minds laid out for us. Well, we're going to have a hard time communicating with one
yeah,
another unless one of us is willing to completely embrace the other. I don't mean physically, I mean to embrace that viewpoint and understand it with our own hearts.
sure. To let the philosophies actually mingle and find the common ground, you're saying.
No, no, that's the problem. That takes centuries. No, I'm saying one of the participants in this attempt at communication does not abandon his own view,
Mm,
but merely puts himself in the seat of the other person and makes
mm,
every human attempt to understand with his heart and mind exactly what that human across the table is feeling, thinking, and understanding. And we cannot do that unless we are first willing to throw away every prejudice, every preconception,
wow.
every scrap of knowledge that we thought we knew. Now, that's a rare individual.
That's a lot of empathy, isn't it? That is a lot of empathy. Wow. I thought we were going to get somewhere here with like media, with like distributed media, but one thing D Live community is a bit worried about is like migrating that they had their own crypto currency, their own token on D Live, and they've just decided to migrate to the Tron network, which I don't know if you know Justin Sun's Tron network. Now the D Live community.
We support the Tron chain on my McAfee decks. Yeah, I know that extremely well.
Okay. Do you think the D Live community streamers and viewers are worried that we are going that direction, or do you see some positives um, with Tron?
Well, it's a
Sorry, it's a
level. No, it's at a level that I really don't concern myself with. I don't mean to be indifferent.
yep.
I mean to say I think that there are much larger problems, and the much larger problems are how we as a community are viewing the things that we're doing. Many are viewing crypto as a way to get rich quick, buy and sell on a market. Well, okay,
Mm,
maybe, maybe not, but that's surely not the purpose of what we're doing. Because the purpose of what we are doing requires that we actually use these currencies for their intended purpose, no matter what that purpose may be. With like privacy coins, they're being used absolutely. Um, this is what we should be looking at, how we can use the blockchain and cryptocurrency to open the door of our slave prison. And if you don't think
mm,
that you're a financial slave, then why don't you understand or try to the actual money source that's in your hands? If it's US dollars, it's a private organization called the
sure.
Fed that owns those dollars and can do what they want. Double the volume anytime, which will make your hard earned earnings
Mm,
disappear. Uh, to shrink the supply, which may help the rich who, who have hoarded it all. No, good God Almighty, you are a slave to that dollar, to that yen, to the British pound, to the euro.
yep.
No, you are not a slave to a currency that is permissionless and trustless.
Mm.
Please, that's what you have to see. And we have time for one more question. My apologies.
Okay, no, that's fine. We're on the Netbox Global Community Show, and as you know, they built a browser using Chromium with a built-in crypto wallet. And I know that you built your software in a day and a half. If you were going to build a browser on, say, Chromium in a day and a half, what products do you think would be most important to set humanity free through this browser based system?
Well, first and foremost, anything regarding a person's finances, whether it's income, his expenditures, um, in that area, what we need more than anything else is a larger community of vendors willing to accept crypto of any kind
Mm,
for their products. Um, this is where we're missing the point. Now, there are lots of vendors smart enough to go like on the dark web. You can't buy anything if you don't use Monero. It's just the facts of life. But in more legit, and I'm not saying everything in the dark web is illegitimate because it's not. A lot of legitimate businesses there. So some of them choose not to pay any attention to taxes. No.
mm,
Um, we outside of that, we need more vendors in every area. Now you can buy houses, cars, bulletproof vests, shoes, food, but we need a wider variety. We need more vendors. We need more acceptance. So anything that supports, expands, allows for easier access to, or anything that grows that. Fuck me, I'll get behind. And
yeah.
I have to. I'm very sorry that I have to go.
No, that's absolutely
But
fine, John, and we're so grateful to have you here. And we're gonna go back and we're gonna do exactly what you've said. We're going to be talking about ways to use our currencies and get our communities together, and hopefully cross communities as well, because you
of
know,
course. Yeah, listen, we are all one in this world.
absolutely, John. Good luck with everything, my brother. I
Thank
maybe
you.
we'll see you again soon.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. Good luck. Bye bye. Wow. What what a show. What a show. Did you enjoy that, guys? John McAfee, the man himself, on Netbox Global Community Show, giving us his insights, his thoughts. Where should we go? What should we be doing? And I think you can really see that Netbox Global are on the right path. You know, we're already doing the things that John was talking about. We've got a community. We've got the money aspect. We've got the voting and the trust coming down the line, and we probably need, as he said there at the end, we need a way to use MBX um, on a more day-to-day basis, don't we? We need to be able to buy things. We need a store, not just the store with the DApps. And I understand that the DApp store is great. We actually need to be buying things from each other on a daily basis. So here's my challenge. Here's my challenge from John, kind of from me and John. I'm challenging anyone, everyone within the MBX community, Netbox Global community. Can you build a store? Can you find a way? Can we have a central place? Because we're a community, and only by us doing it ourselves are we going to free ourselves and make this thing work. So if someone could make the website or come up with a plan or talk to the right people and get some kind of group activity going, that's my challenge. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Who wants to buy my mountain bike? DVS, welcome to the show. Concours, great, thanks. I'm just running through. I haven't been looking at my chat at all today, but what I will do, we've now come to the end of the show. I'm going to open the chest. We've got. So anyone who's followed, get ready to collect the rewards. I'm going to open the chest on D Live. You have to be a follower. You have to have said something during the show. And you have to click on the yellow box and claim some lemons. Here it goes. I'm going to open it up now. So you've got 30 seconds now to click on collect rewards. Click on the yellow chest box and then click on collect rewards, and everything will open up. That's my challenge to you guys. You know, get involved in Netbox Global, help the crypto world work and grow, and we're going to do it together. We're going to free ourselves, and we're going to have some kind of decentralized government where we can see what's going on. Okay, all of that went. Only 2 people claimed the free money. That's Tyfan with 63 and Crypto Holder with 37. Well done. Thank you to everyone for coming tonight. If there's no more questions, it's 12:30 here tonight. I stayed up late just for this show. I'm off to bed. You take care of yourself. My name's Teacher Steve. Always remember to follow your dreams. You know that I do. Good night all.